Greetings! Welcome to the Tarot Card of the Now. And in this video episode of the Tarot Card of the Now, I'm using the Radiance Rider White deck or Whitesmith deck, if you prefer. So the Tarot Card of the Now is a one card reading for everybody and anybody who needs a message right now. This video is in your path so you could get this message. It's a daily read, so if you follow along each day, it's kind of an energy for that day when you watch it. It's a helpful little message, so let's see what it is without any more explanation. And we have the good old Hierophant. There he is. He's also known as the Pope. He looks like a pope, doesn't he? But it doesn't have to be the Catholic or even Christian religion. This card is more about having that spiritual teacher. Somebody who has, I want to say, their hands on the reins. They are the one that is driving the teaching. It's a guru. And some decks it is pictured as a guru. It's just a spiritual teacher. And when you have a spiritual teacher, you have to give up your power. You have to give them the reins and let them lead. And you need to learn the lesson and go through the lesson. And at the end is where you decide whether it was valuable, if it's something you can use or whatever. But you have to give up that power to learn that lesson and to live that lesson. Now, this teacher can come in many forms. It could be a person, one-on-one. It could be a teacher in another form, as in a book, a video course, a workbook, tarot cards. The tarot cards themselves are even a hierophant. They are a guru. They are somebody that helps you connect with your spirituality, whichever spirituality you choose. There is that teacher, and they come in many forms. But all these forms I mentioned, teacher is books, the online courses, everything like that, video courses, all that was made by a person. And all people are valuable. The Pope is not perfect. They stand as an image of a leader and a teacher. But they are not perfect. So like I said, at the end, you may put your own spin on it, apply it in a different way. But in order to get to that point, you have to let go. The big message right now is to let the control go and just be open to the lesson, to what another has to teach you. And that's the only way you're truly going to learn it. If you are closed off and cynical about the lesson whilst learning it, you're not really learning it. You're being closed off and not going to get that lesson you need. So you have to let the power over to the teacher, the guru, the spiritual leader that you are following or about to follow or thinking about following right now. Is the big lesson is that you have to let go. And the many spiritual practices, they tell you that you must let go of that self. In order to learn this lesson, you have to let go of that control. The control is here. The Eps are the ones relinquishing their power so they can learn and get the keys to knowledge. Like I said, once you get that knowledge, it is up to you what you do with it. If you accept it in the end, but you have to be open and accepting and not really subservient, but in a way, yes, they kind of are servants, right? You are that sub. You are letting somebody else take control so you can learn. And like I said, it's not an infinite control. You're not letting them have control of you forever, just to learn this lesson. So the big thing is be open to these lessons, be open to these teachers. This may be something, like I said, you might be thinking about taking a course, reading a book, but it could be something that comes into your life a lesson. It could be anybody and anyone coming in and teaching you something. You have to be open to that lesson, like I said. So it could be kind of a surprise lesson too. If you're not really like, oh, I'm not thinking about learning anything, there might be a lesson and you need to be open to it. There is a teacher at this time in the now who needs to teach you something, and you have to be open to it or you won't learn. That is the message for the now. Blessed be.